not done it long.
Yeah, that's a good good indication or analysis.
Figure with a crack in it. All right, well, this is a different radio, so I imagine it probably sounds a little bit better.
Yeah, where are you at?
I'm up here in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Oh, okay, you ain't too far away. I'm just south of Greensboro, about 10 miles down Climax. Randy's up in Weaverville, north of Asheville.
Oh, well, my dad lives, I think he lives in Pleasant Garden, so that's not too far from Climax.
No, it's just a suburb of Climax. What's your dad's name?
His name is Butch. I don't know if you know any Butches down there.
I might know if I see him, but it don't ring a bell.
So I take it this radio sounds a little bit better. This is my 450.
Yeah, that's a little better. A little better, yeah.
Well, it's the best I got, so it'll have to do, right?
Yeah. What kind of mic are you running on it?
Oh, it's the same mic. I just plug it in from different radio to different radio. They're all Yaesus. I have an 847, an 897, and 450.
Okay, it's the 450 Yaesu. Okay, I was thinking of Kenwood.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah. There's another guy down there. I'm going to try and get his name. He's a plumber, and he lives down in Pleasant Garden. You might know him. He's a radio head.
You talking about Dave, what's his call? Something I forget his call, but he don't live a couple miles up the road.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know him, so. But, anyway. And he knows my dad, so there you go. All right, well, I appreciate the help, the radio checks and all that, and y'all have a good night. I'm gonna turn it off. It's late. And this is W4KZO out of Greensboro, Sam, 73.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, tinker with the bottom of that microphone a little bit, get some of that highs out of that. Yeah, it's kind of tinny on everything you put it on, so it's just better on that one. But I think you get the sounding good. NE4NC.
Oh, my bad. I thought I had it set right. This is where I normally run it. Does that sound a little bit better?
Oh, yeah. You uptown now. What do you think, Randy?
Yeah, he sounds better. Is he back on the other radio that he started out with?
No, I'm on the FT450. No, I had forgot. This has got 3 switches on the bottom of it, this MD100, and I had it passing through so that the high emphasis didn't work. So the high emphasis is now back on, and that's typically where people think it sounds the best. So.
Well, it sounds good to me.
Yeah. All right. Well, again, 73s, and I appreciate all the help. Y'all have a good one. W4KZO.
All right, W4KZL, NE4NC.
Okay, sir. Have a good one. K4HCU. Me and Keith we was talking about some external filters the other night, and I hadn't forgot I had it, but I hadn't used it in years. But I was telling Keith about how much I like the Yaesus, but there's only one thing I don't like about it. Kenwood's got them beat on the beat cancel thing where it gets rid of heterodyne. Kenwood's got this ate their supper on that, but it's so hard to get rid of those to chase down one. Where on a Kenwood, you just push in that beat cancel button, and it don't matter where it's at, it kills it. And so Keith said he's got an external filter, and it reminded me about my Detong. I've got this thing's probably 30 years old, or maybe even a little older than that. but it's made in England, and the brand on it is Datong, D-A-T-O-N-G. And it's a multi-mode filter. It's got a automatic notch, but if it hears a heterodyne, I remember from years ago, it just as soon as it hears it, it'll knock it in the head. And I'm going to use it on, and all you have to do is run your audio through it, and back through it and back out to your speakers, and it works real well. I've got some adapters ordered to get it hooked up, so it's got RCA connections on the back of it, and so I needed to get from a 1/8 mono jack down to RCA, so I'm waiting on a few connectors to get it going.
Right, your DNF on your 101 won't kill that heterodyne.
DNF?
Yeah, your DNF filter.
Yeah, it does okay, but it don't get rid of it totally, unless I don't know how to use it.
Well, I don't know. Mine just turn it on, turn it off. There ain't no adjusting it.
Is that a digital noise filter? Is that right?
Yeah. I got a digital noise filter, and then I got a digital noise something or other, DNR. What is that? I have to look it up to see what it is.
Yeah, that DNR works real good on this 101. That's the biggest feature I like about this radio is that DNR.
Well, the DNF, it usually kills the heterodyne. At least it knocks it down where it's, I can put up with it.
Yeah, I hear you.
The frequency didn't use.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You ran it $1, you can use it.
Yeah, I'm sorry there. I'm so very sorry there, gentlemen.
Well, you missed out. We all listening to Reed talk to Dave in England. You just missed out, Keith.
Yeah, that's okay. Hey, did Randy ever send you that Safford and Son, Trump and Son? Did Randy ever send you that Trump and Son? He may still have it.
Yes, he did. I got it. It's pretty funny.
That's pretty good, ain't it? I was there watching that a while ago.
Thank you, Randy.
I'd seen the short version of that. I never had seen the long version. That's one of the best deals. Whoever done that done an excellent job. Yeah, that old Waters from California, she does remind you of old Aunt Esther, don't she? Aunt Esther.
I couldn't think of her name. I said that's that old black one, but I can't remember what her name is.
It was Aunt Esther, I think. Esther.
Well, it had the old Maxine Waters face on it, didn't it?
Yeah. I used to love to watch Fred Sanford and Son back in the day. That was good. Oh yeah, back when I worked in the electronics industry, I used to listen to that about every Friday night, and I'd listen to it on the radio, not on TV, but on the radio. It was a TV radio. You could pick the sound up, and I used to listen to it just about every Friday night, and it'd come on. And then it had a Braves baseball game, or sometimes it'd come on after the Braves baseball game. Yeah, he used to tickle me getting after Esther. He said, I'm going to plant my fist across your lips.
That's the only thing, you know, to pick up that I enjoyed listening to. It was quite funny. I listened to it for a couple of years there at a certain work position I was at. It was okay with the boss as long as I didn't turn it up too loud.
What did you do, Keith?
Different things, circuit boards, frames, just different things, soldering, putting things together.
Is them fumes off the solder bad for you?
Yes, they are. Yes, they're extremely bad for you. And we had vacuum stations, you know, take it out and put it in the air. But later on, they just let the smoke go on up in the ceiling, in the atmosphere, in the ceiling. Of course, their ceilings were 30 feet high. Had at least 30 feet high ceilings. So, I mean, you know, smoke could go up there, wouldn't bother anything. But well, a lot of times we had little 4-inch muffin fans blowing across the work, so it carried the smoke away, but sometimes we didn't. But yeah, them solder fumes are extremely bad on you.
I may have to get me a little fan like you're talking about to when I'm soldering these cables and stuff to so I don't have to breathe that stuff so much.
Yeah, you don't have the fan blowing on your work, but having the exhausting the work. You know, the exhaust to take it. The fan will draw it away from the work. You know, and it won't cool off your solder connections or anything. You know, it'll take solder good. Just have it sitting at the right distance. You can find the right distance to have an exhaust fan and set it to where, you know, it'll draw the smoke off away from you.
Roger, Roger. I'll keep that in mind.
Well, if you're dealing, you know, most of that solder's got flux in it, and some of it don't have flux. Some of it's got a citric acid. Citric acid will work like flux too. And they also got solders that don't have no lead in them, that are mainly tin. And they melt. You can find some that melt at fairly low temperature, but anyhow, just have your exhaust fan, no matter what type of solder you're using, and just carry it off to where, you know, it ain't going up your nose.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. I got to step around the corner. I'll be right back. K4HC.
Roger. There's people that does a lot of soldering. If you don't do a lot of soldering, it's no big deal. But if you do a lot of soldering day in, day out, you need some type of exhaust fan. This is KG4H.
Yeah, NE4NC. Well, I don't do that much. I just put up with the smoke.
Yeah, me too, most of the time. When I was down there at Mike put on a lot of connectors for people. He would give me connectors to do sometimes when he didn't feel like fooling with them. But he put on a lot of connectors for a lot of people down there, and he didn't have no exhaust fan. I told him a long time ago, I said, Mike, you need an exhaust fan to carry that smoke away from you. And he said, I know it, but I don't think he ever did.
Yeah, I bought a couple pieces of coax from him down there, and he put the ends on for me, never charged anything extra other than the connector.
Yeah, Roger. Well, he always got me to do the hard projects, you know, the high-powered end connectors, hard lines, you know, stuff like that sometimes. And some guys would come in and want the end connectors put on. You know, outside, outdoor end connectors put on. They didn't know how to do it, and
Yeah, tell you the truth, I've never put an end connector on.
You know, it's mainly for VHF, UHF work, stuff like that. And, you know, they went outdoors, most of it, and Mike didn't get a whole lot of them to do. Because usually he got the difficult stuff, he give it to me to do. Mainly the old PL259s, he done those.
Well, Dave was coming in here loud and clear tonight.
Oh yeah, what was he putting on you? What radio was you running?
The 3000. He was 10 to 15 over 9.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's doing good.
He turned that beam around backwards electrically. I don't know exactly how he did that. He didn't turn it. He just changed the direction electrically, and I could still hear him. He dropped way on down about a 4 or 5.
Oh yeah. I've heard him do that. Yeah, it's amazing. He got amazing receiving antenna too. That thing receives really great. I guess he's using the same one for receive.
Oh yeah, well, what is he? 4,000 miles away?
That's probably right.
I think we looked that up one night. It's either 3,500 or maybe it's more like 3,500. That's like the difference from here to Rick's.
Oh yeah.
He was making it through Arkansas good and loud because Rick talked to him.
Oh man, that's great. I've never had a problem talking to him with or without the amp, and he give me anywhere from a 10 over to 40 over, depending.
Yeah, I think Rick had to take a break and check his heart rate. He was all excited.
Hell, old Dave told me how much that antenna weighed. It's all of it all together, what he's got out there, it's weighed thousands and thousands of pounds. Yeah, I'm talking about, I guess, his whole setup and everything.
Right. He's, I think he told me, was a 70 horsepower motor on the bottom of that thing turning it?
It was something like that. I didn't write it down. I should have wrote that down to tell people, because it's a monstrosity. But I think I know what he's doing and where he's at, the top of the station he's setting up to. Wait, something ain't right. I'm off frequency a little bit. Hold on. I'm gonna have to recalibrate my VFO sometime.
Well, he sounds on frequency to me.
Yeah, it's pretty close right now. I don't know, maybe the opposite by cables or something, I don't know. I should be pretty much on it. Hopefully it won't drift. Yeah, I got the lock button pushed in, so it shouldn't move any.
Well, where he was in